All right, my friends, thinking about this next interview, I have been walking down memory lane. One of those fondest memories, one of the best duets I think I've ever heard. Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton, Islands in the Streams. Dolly Parton wearing that form-fitting black dress. Kenny Rogers, I really don't remember what he was wearing, but he joins us now.
Lusting after someone, I think.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing?
You know what, I'm doing great, and that's a great memory for me too. Not necessarily the dress, but having worked with Dolly. She's just such an incredible, special person, you know, and musically, you know, I'd been doing Islands in the Stream for 4 days, and I told Barry Gibb, I said, I don't even like this song anymore. And he said, what we need is Dolly Parton, which I thought was pretty observant. And so I didn't know her, but my manager called her, and she came over about an hour later. And the minute she walked in the room, the song just became a totally different piece of music for all of us. So it's been a great gift to me to have been able to work with her.
Well, you're celebrating a new piece of music in your 50-year history. You're releasing Kenny Rogers, 50 years.
Yeah, pretty clever, huh?
Yeah. So
and you know, Cracker Barrel is a country store, and coincidentally, great food there, I will add, because we ate there 3 days ago. But it's a concept they've come up with that's pretty unique in that they're in the supply business for their customers well. If you've ever gone in one, they have the best candy selection in the world, which is my downfall. But they also do these things now where they do projects like Alison Krauss and Ricky Skaggs, and had great success with them selling albums that were there for their audience. And it's 578 stores, so that's a lot of outlets. You look at a lot of the record stores, they don't have that many outlets now. So I think it's a great idea, and I'm thrilled to be part of it.
And on the album, there's going to be some 9 oldies but goodies and 3 new songs?
Yeah. Now, all the oldies that you care about. You know, you got Islands in the Stream, The Gambler, Lady, Through the Years, those kind of songs. And then 3 brand new pieces of music that are really world-class songs that I was excited about cutting.
And you recently celebrated a birthday, correct?
Yeah, my 70th birthday. And
So,
I was invited to the CIA office on my 70th birthday. And it was by far the biggest birthday bash I've ever had in my life.
okay.
So
Why were you invited to the CIA office for a birthday party, Kenny?
Yeah, well, you know, General Hayden called and said, you know, he knew I was going to be around the area and said, would you like to stop by? And I said, well, yeah, who wouldn't? So I went by, and they kind of gave me a tour of the CIA and showed me the war room where they have all the TVs from around the world. And it was just interesting to the mindset of that organization. It was very exciting. And as I said, by far the biggest celebration I've ever had for a birthday.
Now, did your twins, were they able to tag along for that?
No, I have to be very careful where I take them. They'd be pushing red buttons all over the CIA if I took them there. So they go with me when I'm kind of in the area. We're going to Myrtle Beach in about 2 weeks, and they'll go with me there. And I love having them out because they do enjoy it, and they come on stage and sing with me when they're there.
Now, I have to admit, my roots in country music began with you and Dolly Parton. Where did your roots begin in the whole music industry? What inspired you?
Well, the truth be known, when I was 12 years old or younger than that, going to school, my mom used to iron our clothes, and she'd have her ironing board, and she'd have a country radio station playing and a big pitcher of iced tea on the end of the ironing board. And so that's where I first started hearing little Jimmy Dickens and Hank Williams and Hank Lachlan and all those guys. And so that's kind of where mine started, but it goes through Eddie Arnold and all those guys that were really wonderful people in country music that kind of set the trend for where country was ultimately going to go.
All right, now you've worked with Dolly Parton, and you've had so many other great duets since then. Sheena Easton. What are you looking forward to?
Dottie West.
Yeah, where are you going?
Ronnie Millsap. All those great-looking girls.
You
know, it's interesting. I've recorded about 5 duets with women. Mm-hmm. I've had 1 Grammy, and it was with a guy, Ronnie Millsap.
So, are there any new duets in the works, possibly?
Well, I'm working on something that I hope I can pull off, and I hope I'm not putting it out on the street too soon. But I'm trying to do a duet with Shania Twain. We had a chance to become friends a couple of times. And since this next album may be my last album, not the Cracker Barrel album, but then I'm doing another album for Capitol Records. It may be my last album. I'd love to record something with her before I finish.
All right, Kenny, thank you so much. Happy belated birthday and congratulations on 50 years
Thanks,
in the
John.
music industry.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
But wait, there's more Kenny Rogers on Central Florida On Demand as we take a look back at his 50-year career as a musician, actor, and photographer. It's all on Bright House Network's digital cable channel 300, Central Florida On Demand. Watch it when you want.